Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis Hope, and this video is a little different than what I usually do. I do have weight loss videos here on my channel, but this one is a little different because I'm going to be sharing my weight loss horror story with Semaglutide. So back in February, and if you see me looking down, it's because I literally wrote like 2 pages of what happened. I had to get it out. So back in February, a company reached out to me after seeing my Wegovy video. They wanted me to do a video for them for Semaglutide. They wanted me to take the solution that they were going to send me. They sent me the syringes, they sent me the pads, everything. They wanted me to take that, mix it up, make a video, and put the video here on YouTube, and of course, tag them in it. So I did a little bit of research as far as Semaglutide, and just to see what it was about, because I had never heard of it. And they were like, this is just like Wegovy, and I'm like, you know what, okay, I'm kind of interested here, because at the time Wegovy had so many they were out of stock everywhere, and the coupon that they had at the time they were no longer honoring because they bit off more than they could chew, pretty much. So I needed some sort of a replacement for that. So I was interested. I did a little bit of research. I got on the phone with my physician office and I made me an appointment for that following March. To me, in my head, that gave me enough time to get everything here, the company to send me everything. And in the email, the company did send me the video of what my video should look like. They sent me someone else's video and was like, this is how you do it, this is how you mix it, and they gave me all of these instructions. So from there, I made my appointment with my doctor. Appointment time rolls around. I unfortunately wasn't able to keep my appointment. I still had the product though. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I would just take 1 dose for the week, film the video, and I'll see how it goes from there. So I take everything out of the package, I'm looking, and I'm like, you know what, I can't film this. I have no idea what I'm doing, even after watching the video that was sent with the instructions. I had just no idea what I was doing. So I was like, you know what, I'll film the video another time, because I had 6 weeks worth. So I was like, I'll film the video another time, another week when I have to take it, but right now let me figure out what I'm doing. So I never filmed this part, and like I said, I couldn't keep my appointment, but I did my little bit of research, and it did come up along with Wegovy and Ozempic and things like that. So I felt confident. I felt a little safe when these other brand names came up. So I take it, and I'm mixing it together. I'm doing the syringe. I inject it into my arm. And I remember this so vividly because it was a Sunday. I always took my Wegovys on Sunday, so this was a Sunday. I wanted to start it on a Sunday. And it was a holiday weekend. So this was a Sunday. I take it, I inject it into my arms. I'm like, okay, and it doesn't hurt because I know where to inject it. I know to inject it into the fat. So I know where to inject it at. I inject it. I'm like, okay. All right, nothing's happening. We're all good. We're good. I clean up everything. I dispose of my syringe. I put the solution back in the refrigerator. I remember walking from the kitchen to the living room. I start to feel weak. From the living room, I start to head to my bedroom. I almost fell out. I just remember laying on the bed. My muscles were so weak, it was like I could not move. My muscles were that weak. This was one of the situations where if I didn't lay down, I was going to fall down. I expected side effects because all medications just about come with side effects. So I kind of sort of had this with Wegovy a little bit, but this was definitely something that I'm going to find out that this is extreme. So I'm laying there, my muscles are weak. I roll onto my back, and it felt like just, I can't describe it. If it just feels like something is just pulling the life from my body. Like, it's just, I just no longer, I just felt like all of a sudden I was about to die. I just felt like I was dying. And it's just, my body got really hot and I started to feel sick. This is when I kept throwing up. I threw up everything. I mean, everything. And it makes it so bad because my muscles are weak. It was kind of hard to get to a trash can or the toilet to throw up. And once again, mind you, I expected side effects, but this was like, okay, something is very, very wrong. And because it was a Sunday, I couldn't hit up my doctor's office until the next day, which was Monday, which leads me to Monday. So all Sunday night, I suffered. I mean, suffered. I mean, the nausea was so bad that I could not sleep. I was so thirsty. I was so hungry. I couldn't keep anything down. So Monday, I called my doctor's office. My doctor was not there. They asked if it was okay for me to, I don't think my doctor, he didn't come back till Wednesday. So they asked if it was okay for another doctor to reach out to me. I said, please God. But that took 2 days. In the meantime, I'm in the bed. My muscles are weak. I just remember trying to walk and it's like my muscles were shaky, just really, really shaky. And walking just wasn't a good idea. I'm throwing up constantly. Every single thing that I tried to eat and drink, I threw it back up. I'm so thirsty. Hunger I could deal with, but I was just thirsty. To the point where my kidneys started to hurt. My kidneys were hurting. My kidneys hurt for 2 days. I literally, in my head, I felt like my kidneys were shriveling up and were about to fall out. So during this time, I take the time to reach out to the company. Their main concern was, did you make the video? No, because in my head, I wanted to mix everything together first so that when I did it on video, I looked like I had some sense. No, I did not do the video. I wanted to reach out to let you guys know that I won't be doing this video. That I won't be taking this no more. That y'all don't ever have to worry about me again. But their main concern was, did I do the video? And I honestly left the email on read. And here we are in June. This was February. This was March. By then, this was March. That message is still in my email as unread. I was not going back and forth with a company who clearly did not care. So I'm doing a lot of Googling. I'm trying to see if other people are having issues. I'm trying to see, just the side effects of it. I go back to the video that they had sent me and the initial instructions. This was a video that was made by a person on YouTube in her bedroom. And she did the same thing that I was supposed to have been doing as well. I'm reading through the comments. Nobody is saying that they are dying like I was. And I was tempted to reach out to her and be like, hey, did you have these side effects? Did you have any of these issues? But I tried to keep light of things. Maybe this will wear off in a couple of days. So far it's been 3. Maybe this will wear off in a couple of days. No. Finally, the other doctor called me because my doctor was out of the office. The other doctor called me. He explained to me that sometimes these are the side effects. I'm like, no, this is not normal the way I feel. I literally feel like I'm dying. And going to the emergency room in my head did nothing because it was in me. I mean, what would they have been able to do? I took the injection. What could you do? Pull it out of me? You just couldn't. So So I feel like there was something that I was going to have to honestly wait out. And the little bit of advice that the doctor did give me, besides, you know, that is what happened, was to not take it again. As though I needed to be told that. So we are almost a week in. The symptoms are getting a little better. Probably about Friday or Saturday, I was getting to the point where I could hold something down maybe. And I did try to take something for the nausea, and guess what? I threw that back up. So I mean, I was throwing up everything, even the medication that I'm normally supposed to take. I'm throwing stuff back up. So it was like a week off regular medication that I'm normally on. I can't eat. I can't have any liquid. I mean, just my body was drowning and just dying. Luckily, I had a good friend who looked out. You know, she brought me soup, things like that. And it was just so helpful when this stuff started to wear off, to the point where I could drink cranberry juice to try to get my kidneys back regulated, things like that. So it took maybe about a week. And mind you, I'm still sort of kind of having trouble with my kidneys. It's like my kidneys, when I don't drink enough water, my kidneys are afraid that what happened back in March is happening again. So like, I feel like it's panicking. You know, it's like, oh my God, we're not going to get any hydration. So I try to make sure I keep drinking water, cranberry juice, things like that, because I don't ever want those problems again. I can't describe the feeling of what my kidneys were doing, but just the way my back was killing me. And it was in those two spots that my back were killing me. So I say all that to say, if you are thinking of taking semaglutide, please do your research. Please know the side effects. Please talk to your doctor, because I later found out that this drug is not FDA approved, and apparently it has not been tested officially on humans, with the exception of my ass. Okay, I'm your test subject here. So be careful. Please be careful. And I know there's a lot of companies out there who promote it, who say they have it, and it is the generic form of a lot of these medications, like Wegovy and Ozempic. But please be careful. Please do your research. And when I did my research, no red flags. There were no red flags. I mean, I don't know if maybe because I just didn't dig hard enough, or I had no red flags, and there was just no reason for me to not take this. This seemed like really good on every single end. Maybe it was because I really wanted it, so I didn't see no red flags, and they probably were there. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Just please don't make the same mistakes I did. It is not worth it. There are other ways to regulate, diabetes, your blood sugar, things like this. Guys, just be careful. There are so many companies out there who can reach out to you and be like, hey, take this. And this was a reputable company. I did my research on them too. Because, I mean, you're not going to send me poison and stuff like that. So I did my research on them too. So I'm just surprised by this outcome. And I'm really surprised by their reaction as far as, what was happening. But, guys, be smart about it. Better be safe than sorry. Be careful. Be smart. Just be careful out there, okay? So I just want to do this video and let you guys know my experience with semaglutide. So if you guys have your own experience, leave them in the comments below. But yeah, I want to hear them. So until the next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.